Ursula Thomas was in her early 20s when this picture was taken. That was 18 years ago, before she went to prison for life under California's three strikes law. Her mother, her 18-year-old daughter, and her granddaughter have not seen her since. Thomas was sentenced in San Diego. Her third strike was stealing clothes worth $150 from Mervyn's. Her prior strikes were armed burglary, though her mother says she was only armed with a screwdriver. The public defender's office has tried unsuccessfully to have her sentence reduced. Frank Corser is with a group called Families to Amend California's Three Strikes Law.
And this is probably the most egregious cases where you find 690 people doing 25 years to life for simple drug possession, 385 for shoplifting, 181 for receiving stolen property. And that's the part that I don't think the voters ever had any intention of targeting those people.
Gary Gibson with California Western School of Law says Proposition 36 is designed to make the punishment better fit the crime.
The initiative takes away the ability for someone to be incarcerated for 25 to life for a, quote, third strike if their new crime is not serious or not violent.
About a quarter of California's prison inmates are now second or third strikers. This is important because California is under a federal court order to reduce the prison population from more than 160,000 to no more than 112,000 prisoners. By transferring less violent criminals to county jails, the prison population is now down to less than 120,000, but that's not low enough. California's ailing budget is another consideration.
With the cost of incarceration being in excess of $50,000 a year now, if you're going to incarcerate somebody for 25 years to life, and that's it, you have to be there at least 25 years. You're looking at, what's that, $1.5 million, $1.25 million for minimum for somebody for one of these sentences.
California's legislative analyst says Prop 36 would save the state between $70 to $90 million a year for the next 2 decades. New fiscal and legal realities are challenging the old political philosophy that anyone who's not tough on crime risks their political career. Los Angeles Police Chief Charlie Beck and LA DA Steve Cooley support Prop 36.
Many law enforcement agencies in San Diego have taken a position against Proposition 36, but they've declined to come out and speak about it publicly.
And in fact, here in San Diego, Bonnie DeMonis has actually personally taken me to the side and said, Frank, I believe this law needs to be tweaked. But it's politically not very comfortable for her to come out and say that publicly. And that, I think, really needs to change.
San Diego District Attorney Bonnie DeMonis would not comment for this story on Prop 36, but her boss, County Supervisor Ron Roberts, is against it.
There are people who belong in prison to the extent that they're getting out before they should be. We don't need another victim. Okay? I don't want to have to visit families or deal with people who are on the streets when they shouldn't be, that you or I or our families or anybody in this community then becomes a victim. That's not the answer.
Mike Reynolds, a Fresno man whose daughter was murdered 20 years ago, is the author of the Three Strikes Law. He is fighting to preserve it and says it should be credited with the drop in crime in California in recent years. But Frank Corser disputes that.
Throughout across the nation, there's 25 states that have a three strikes, 25 that do not. Those 25 states that don't have a three strikes enjoyed the same drop in crime as California did, but without spending a dime.
Rapists, child molesters, 26,000 dangerous criminals will be released from prison.
Prop 36 is not the first time voters have been asked to modify three strikes. Prop 66 was defeated in 2004, but Gary Gibson says this proposition is better crafted. Prop 36 would not automatically release those with a nonviolent third strike. They would have to be resentenced, and anyone with a prior conviction of murder, rape, or child molest would not be eligible.
The people in law enforcement have a very valid perspective, which is this law has done a lot of good, and without a doubt it has. And I think the people on the opposition side, or the side of proponents of Prop 36, are saying, yeah, you've done a lot of good, but you've also done some bad. So let's fix the bad and keep the good.